All right, it is Monday. It is 1 o'clock. It is time for the Monday message. Super excited to be chatting with everybody this week. We have incredible things going on. Ton of travel last week. I mean, a ton of travel last week across the country and back, and had some exciting meetings. I'm telling you, if you were ever at the point of utilizing that last 10%, that last 5% of capacity that you got, if you were ever at a point that you were thinking about flipping that switch and using that last 5 to 10% that you got, this would be the time to do it. This would 100% be the time to do it. But what I want to talk about this week, we're going to go into the numbers. We're going to talk a little bit about getting you that $1,000 that Integrity is giving away. We should have more people winning that $1,000. We're going to talk about that for a little bit. And then I've got specific stuff to share on how to take your goals, the things you want to get done this fourth quarter, and to make them actionable, attackable things. So excited about all the stuff we got to share. Let's get into our numbers. The week that was last week, all producers that submitted over 1,000. We'll start with Marissa, then we got Ricky, we got Sean, two Seans, Lisa, we got Hylos, Tarsha, Matt, Camille, Chris, Mike Garrett, we got Natalie, we got Mark Hutchison, we got Brianna, we got Sobner, David, Cleo, Andre, Janet, we got Benet, and we got Akeem. Top 5 submitted last week. We've got Alec. We got with $6,377.95. We got David Fleming with $6,385.56. I submitted $6,634.56 in between flying all over the country last week. Jeremico Edwards, $6,785. And top last week, Aaron Wilson, $7,048.47. Way to go, Aaron. Top 5 paychecks last week. Last week deposited in their bank account Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Across those days, depositing $4,685.85. Way to go, Aaron Wilson. Jeremico, depositing $5,054.26. Look at Mercedes, depositing last week $5,659.30. Depositing last week, David Helgas, look at $8,262.29. Number one paycheck for last week, Mr. Adam Burge, depositing $9,209.04. Way to go, Adam. Recruiting last week, 6 completed fast tracks last week in the base shop. Brian Allendorf had 2, Rogers and Kim had 1, all with completed direct new agent contracts last week. We got Marissa, Mercedes, Rogers and Kim in the base shop last week. And then the base shop put 6 directs in licensing last week, and Rogers and Kim put 1 in licensing last week. And again, if you're putting folks into licensing, please let us know on the Discord so we can pop your numbers in there. I want to give you that recognition because we don't get any data on who's putting people in licensing from the pre-licensing companies. All right, upcoming travel, October 6th, I am in Detroit, Michigan. Detroit, it's time. It's time, Detroit. It's time for y'all to put 60 people in a meeting. I know we can do it. I know we can do it. Let's make that our goal. Let's get 60 people at that meeting. Then we've got the National Boot Camp in Burlington, North Carolina at our corporate campus, October 17th through the 19th. If you haven't committed yet, let me just tip you over, lean you over. I'm telling you, it will absolutely, without a doubt, take 12 months off the learning curve for you. It will absolutely, without a doubt, take 12 months off the learning curve for you. I am so excited. I've got the entire agenda. We put out the breakout sessions last week so that you can start plotting your course. I'm telling you, the National Boot Camp is going to be epic. You will not want to miss it. Then October 27th, I'll be going to Tampa, Florida, and October 28th back out to San Diego. So that is my travel for October. That's all our information. Perfect. All right, so now what I want to do is I'm going to turn it over to Roger Strader for a little bit. So Omar came on when they first made the deal that Integrity would give you $1,000, $1,000 extra dollars. All you had to do was issue pay 10 apps through. All you had to do was do 10 apps through the new platform. That's all you have to do. We should have already won. I mean, we should have already won $50,000 on the team. But for whatever reason, a little hesitant, not sure exactly why. I have done it myself. As far as doing the apps, it is simple, and I'm telling you, it's an extra $1,000. Why would you not go grab that extra $1,000? Why would you not get that done? Let's get it done before the end of the month. There's zero reason for you to not grab that extra $1,000 by utilizing the Integrity platform. All right, so I'm going to turn it over to you for a little bit, Rogers, and I want you to show them just how simple it is to utilize the Integrity Life platform, so they can get that. Because I want $1,000 going in the pocket of every single person on the team. I want $1,000 going in their pocket. We're going to run up against the deadline and miss it, and I would hate for you to miss yours. It's a free $1,000, free. Why would we not get it? You know what I'm saying? So Rogers, help push it over the line. Help push it over the line. Show them how simple it is, brother.
All right. Hey, Stephen, thanks for having me on today. This is Roger Schroeder from Detroit, Michigan. My wife and I, we've been in business with Stephen and Holly Davies. We're directed Jeremy Edwards. And what we're doing today is discussing how it's easy to grab that $1,000 that Integrity is offering for us. Train your new agents as to how to use this platform. It'll be easier if that's all the new agents know. And it's a little tricky for us who know the other way, but this is the new way. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen, and then we'll walk through the process. We'll make it as easy as possible, in which it is. So I'm going to share my screen right now. And first thing we're going to do is we're going to go to integrity.com, and then we'll be able to see everything. So Stephen and the office, just let me know if my screen is showing up. Let's see if we can do all of that in one spot. All right, it should be showing up. Okay, perfect. And so the first step is we're going to go to integrity.com. The word integrity.com. Type that into your web browser. Now, what's key to take advantage of this platform, you have to set up your Integrity account. If you don't have that, it will prompt you to do so on the home screen. But what you'll do is once you log in, you can go to this point right here. It says log in, and that will bring you to your next screen. When you log in, you'll get this prompt right here. Now, keep this in mind. If you don't have a login, it's going to prompt you to do that. You create an account or you register, and you register with your national producer number. It'll get you into the system. Once you have that done, when you log in, it will say welcome and your name. In this case, it's my name. Welcome Rogers. Get started. So here's where some agents will get tripped up. They will say, hey, I cannot find the product I want to offer. Well, here's the direction right here on this page. You're going to get the agent guide. This guide here will explain to you this quick start guide as to what you need to do. Step 1, check your active selling permissions. This is very important. It's key because you may say, well, I logged in. I don't see all of my carriers. Well, by looking at the active selling permissions, you'll see here on your screen that you're going to verify your selling permissions. You're going to click or tap selling permissions next to the agent profile under account, and you'll see it illustrated right here. So you may want to perhaps download this page, print it out, or you may have it on another device so that way you can keep your home screen open and you can follow step by step. If the carrier that you wish to offer to the client is not there, you will have the opportunity to manually attest right here, manually attest permissions. You click that option and add new, and then they'll confirm that you're able to offer that product. So this is the guide right here. When you get to your main page, that box right here will open up. You'll click view. That is agent view guide. That's the key. Very important. Do not skip that. All right, now you're in the house. You're there. When I say in the house, you're on the platform. You're doing this. You're helping a client. What you're going to do next is quick quote, because that's the question most agents will ask. Well, how do I get to the iGo pipeline? How do I get to the quoting section? What do I do? Notice here, quick quote. quick quote right there. You click that there, and notice how easy and simple the process is. Here's the other part in the progression. What type of life product? Final expense, fully underwritten, IUL, simplified issue IUL, simplified term. Or you can calculate coverage needs. For sake of time, let's look at final expense as our example. So the top one right here, we'll click on that, final expense. Here's the good part. What state are you in? All right, so I'm going to use myself as an example. Let's say I am the final expense client. Let's go to the state of Michigan. Put in whatever state you're helping that client in. So in this case, Michigan. Male. Height. I'm 5'9" and shrinking. 185 pounds. Need to lose some weight. I am a non-tobacco user. Click that. And you put your birthday or age. So let's go ahead and put 50 years young. Now, whoever the client that you're serving, you're going to put that information right there in this box. Notice, click continue. Now they're going to ask for some health conditions. Well, you can add the prescription that the individual's taken, whatever that prescription may be. Let's say they got a little bit of, I don't know, let's say blood pressure. You may type in amlodipine or losartan or any medication. So you type in that medication there. Now it finds the medication. So you may not be the perfect speller. It's going to pop up here. All right, so let's use this as an example. All right, hypertension, what do they have? Let's put some hypertension. Go next. Diagnosis. Let's say this year, January 1st. Readings exceeding? Let's say no. It's controlled. Click next. 3 or more medications? No. Let's say they're taking 1. Now, some individuals may be taking 3 or more medications, but you're going to answer accordingly. Continue to quote. And it's almost like some of the other quoting software that we've used in the past. It's just giving you an idea of what you can do. So simple. Look at this here. It's letting you know. Now, if you're qualified or able to sell these products, it's going to show up right here, Transamerica, Foresters, Liberty Bankers, Corebridge, CVS. Give you all the information you need right here. Look at that. Really simple. It's all right there, our fingertips, all the different products. So you know. And it breaks it down for you. Now, for example, if you want to go higher, then you click over here in the far right side, the face amount you want, and it will adjust accordingly. Now, we know some carriers go up to 50,000 and some don't. The ones that do not, they should drop off. So we see we get the most with these carriers here. So they're still showing. We know Mutual of Omaha goes up to 50,000. These showing 40,000. And so you see what we have right here. And of course, Mutual of Omaha needs to show. So if you don't see the carrier that you're looking for, then you're going to add that carrier. So Mutual of Omaha should show up, and it's not showing up here. So that means possibly I need to attest to having Mutual of Omaha. So got to make sure that's done. Now here's a note, because you may say, I have this carrier or I have that carrier. And when you look at the directions, it will let you know that not all carriers are on this platform, especially some of the health carriers. So if it's a health product, here's a good example. I've been able to help people. If I go to IULs, Mutual of Omaha will pop up there for the IULs on this platform. But the accidental death, it will not. That's because not all products will show up, even if you attest to having that product, if they're not on the platform. Now let's look at this here and show you how when you apply, let's see, I'll just start with this top one right here, Transamerica, click apply. You're going to enter your client's name, or you could type in a client's name. So if they're already part of the platform, here's the beauty of it. If they're an existing client, you're doing a policy review, you can actually type in the client's name, and all the information that you saved from earlier, from when you helped them previously, will self-populate. It makes it easier for you. So in this case right here, I have these two individuals. I can type on either one of these individuals and all their information will show up. But I won't do that for this, for the sake of this call, but I'll just go ahead and put in myself. Roger Schroeder. Continue. Saving quote details to existing contact will update the contact information. All right. So it's linking to a contact. Let's see what I have here for myself. So whoever the client is. So here's the advantage of this platform. The information that you previously put in for the client will be saved, which makes it easier for you to write more business in the homes. That's the name of the game, helping people quickly and as effectively as possible. And so that information will save. Go ahead and apply. In this case, I'm looking at Transamerica. I'm going to say 15,000. Now, things will get familiar to you because what we will do is we'll open up iGo Pipeline, which we're very familiar with on our Alliance platform on the ARC. And from here, we go about everything as usual, business as usual. You're familiar with this part, whether you're using Transamerica, Forces, or whatever the carrier may be. Now where we're familiar, we just go through the same process, put everything in, submit the application, and everything is tied to you. That is how you're going to get credit for the work. We're doing the same thing already through the ARC. Just do it over here and get the $1,000 bonus, and you're getting accustomed to using a platform that we've contributed to. And so just keep that in mind. We contributed to this platform. It makes it easier for you. It's simple. It is simple. So from here, you write the policy and you can keep track of the policy. You keep track of everything. Your client is there, and it's very helpful. Hey, that's what I have as far as how simple it is, Stephen. Am I missing anything or any questions I need to answer or anything I need to highlight?
By step on how to do it. I'm with you. Like, it's what we're already doing. We're just going to do it on the Integrity platform and get an extra $1,000. Here's what's crazy. I would get that extra $1,000 and I would put it into leads and turn that extra $1,000 into $10,000. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just use that, reinvest, and then extra $10,000, right? So why not do it? Why not do it? Here's what would be my goal. Let's me and you get our $1,000 by the end of the month. Rogers, me and you will lead the way. Me and you are going to get that extra $1,000 by the end of the month. Come with us. I'm going to do apps just to make sure that I get that $1,000. I want you to get your $1,000. It's there. They've got it. Might as well be in your pocket or invested in leads to create even more money for you. So appreciate you, brother. Appreciate you helping. Making that very understandable, very clear. If you have any difficulties, reach out to your upline. Reach out to your upline and say, hey, I'm trying to get that extra $1,000. Can you show me what I'm missing here? Why is this? Just reach out through your upline. If you're on Jeremico's team or Rogers and Kim team, reach out to them. If you're on Burge's team, reach out to Burge. If you're on Sabrina's team, reach out to her. If you're on Mimi's team, reach out to her. Let's get that $1,000 out of Integrity and into your budget, into your hands. All right. So let's talk about goals, because here's what I want. I want you to win the fourth quarter. I want you to win the fourth quarter, because winning the fourth quarter will set you up to have the best year in the history of your family in 2026. But here's what I want to talk about. I want to talk about how to take the goals that you're going to set for the fourth quarter and turn them into specific actions, right? Because goals that don't turn into actions turn into disappointment. I'm going to say it again. Goals that don't turn into actions turn into disappointment. Why? Because it's just another time that I set a goal and nothing happened. It turns into disappointment. I don't want that to happen. Goals that turns into actions turns into momentum. Goals that turn into actions turn into momentum. Now, I've got to read for you. And if you are serious about achievement, if you're not serious about achievement, that's fine. But if you're serious about achievement, you will read this book by the end of the month. I want you to read it by the end of the month and text me your takeaways. The book is Goals by Brian Tracy. Again, I'll say it. The book is Goals by Brian Tracy. I have used this book over the last 15, 20 years. I can't remember the exact first time I read it. I have used it so many times to get to stuff I want in all areas of life. It's Goals by Brian Tracy. That book is it's powerful. So if you're serious about achievement, if you're serious about making 2026 the best year in the history of your family, you will read Goals by Brian Tracy by the end of the month, by the end of the month of September, not the end of the month of October, by the end of the month of September. Why? I need that information in your mind and in your heart going into the fourth quarter. See, if we're still reading for the fourth, we're still moseying through that book, we're not going to be able to utilize all of it the entire fourth quarter. So text me that you're serious. I am going to read Goals by Brian Tracy before the end of September. It is September 22nd. You've got, I believe, 8 days to get that done. Well, just don't watch TV for the next 8 days. Just don't watch TV. Don't scroll on social media. Nothing until you've read that entire book. You can do it. Think about the momentum that will build. You having read an entire book in 8 days. And now you're equipped for the fourth quarter. So what I want to do is talk about some specific things that will help us take our goals, put them into actions, turn it into momentum. The first thing is we've got to Tracy goals by the end of the month of September. No questions asked, no debate. If you're serious about achievement, you will get that done. I know you can do it. I know you'll do it. So text me. Tell me you're serious. Say, I'm serious. I'm reading Goals by Brian Tracy. I just ordered it. I'm going to read that book in its entirety by the end of the month. You can absolutely do that. Get up 30 minutes earlier, stay up 30 minutes later. Cut out all entertainment until you read that book. You say, that's extreme. Yep. If you want to accomplish more than you've accomplished thus far, there will have to be some changes, right? So I know you can do it though. All right, so the first thing is clarity. In order for a goal to turn into action, to turn into momentum, you need clarity. Here's what I use. Y'all know I'm big on easy to remember stuff, right? It's like the whole sales system. The reason that it's 4 S's, because that's why I remember that all 4 steps of the process start with an S. Here's another one, SMART, S-M-A-R-T. SMART, use this to make sure that your goals are clear. The first is it has to be specific. That's the S in SMART. It has to be specific. And I'll go one more. The more specific it is, the stronger the pull. A very specific goal is going to have stronger pull for you. One of the reasons people struggle with goals is they leave them somewhat vague. Vague goals don't get us up and get us excited and get us ready to fight. So specific. The second is it must be measurable. It has to be something that can measure, to be measurable. I love these people that say, I just get up every day and compete with my yesterday. Okay, yeah, awesome, cool, go do that. But here's what I know, that's not like, don't be vague, measurable. Like more specific and measurable than yesterday, right? Does that make sense? Like it has to be measurable. If it's not measurable, you're going to be goal into non-action into disappointment. Again, the path is goal into action into momentum. So specific, measurable, and it has to be achievable, right? Like if you're not an agency manager yet, and you said by the end of fourth quarter, I want to be a board member, got bad news for you. That is literally going to be impossible for you. You didn't get started soon enough. Does that make sense? Hey, we'll get there, but we need something. If it's a fourth quarter goal, it's got to be achievable in the fourth quarter. Now, here's what I'll tell you. Don't take that as license to set a little wussy-footed goal. Don't take what Stephen said it has to be achievable. So I'm gonna do 5% more by end of fourth quarter. No, that's not what I meant, right? Has to be achievable, but stretch yourself. Why would you not want to see what you've got inside of you? You know what I'm saying? All right. The fourth thing, the R, is it has to be relevant. It has to be relevant to what you're trying to accomplish. And then the last one, this is why I like talking about the fourth quarter a lot, T, time. It has to be time bound. It can't be just out there in the future. It can't just be out there in the future. It's got to be time bound. By end of fourth quarter, here's what I will have done. By end of fourth quarter. Why? Because you can see December 31st, 2025 on a calendar. You can see midnight January 1st, 2025. You can see it on the calendar, time bound, right? So specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time bound. That's how you use SMART, S-M-A-R-T, to make sure that you set a clear, crystal clear goal. Now, number two, this is where we mess up. Break it down into smaller steps, right? So by end of fourth quarter, I'm gonna write $100,000 in production fourth quarter. I'm gonna write $120,000 in production fourth quarter. Okay, so now we need to break that down to each month. So by end of October, I need to have written, so my goal is 120,000, by end of October, I need to have written $45,000. By end of October, I need to have written $45,000 in issue paid premium. Then that will leave this for November and this for December. Why are you going to do a bigger chunk in October? That math doesn't make sense. Just smooth the math out. 120,000 is just 40,000 a month. I would do 50,000 or 45,000 in October to create momentum. To create momentum, and one of the things I'm going to talk about, this is me protecting against future unknowns. All right. So break it down. Then create an action plan. So in order for me to do that, I need to get scheduled, to get leads, to make sure my leads are increased. I need to up my lead investment. I need to have a specific list of things. I need to rework my calendar for the fourth quarter if I'm going to make this big move. Then number four, prioritize. Prioritize. If it's currently on your calendar, but it won't help you get to your goal, it's got to go. If it's currently on your calendar, but it won't help you get to your goal, it's got to go. It's got to go. You've got to give priority to the things that will get you to the goal. You've got to give priority to the things that will get you to the goal. If it doesn't help you get there, it's got to go. It may be a hobby that you just got to put on pause for a little bit. It may be a trip that you had thought you wanted to do, but now that's going to interfere with me getting to my fourth quarter goal. I've got to postpone that. If it's not going to help you get to your fourth quarter goal, then it's got to go. It's got to go. Prioritize, get slim, simplify so you can amplify. Simplify to amplify. That's the step a lot of people miss in achievement. They don't simplify. They try and do everything they've always been doing and then still achieve more. It doesn't work. It doesn't work. Prioritize. Priority, priority, priority. Simplify to amplify. All right. Number five, get your schedule tight. Get help on your schedule. Talk to someone that has achieved what you're trying to achieve and get your schedule tight. Put your schedule in front of them, your entire calendar. Put it in front of them. Say, this is my calendar as is. Coach me up. Help me fix this calendar to get 100,000 issue paid in the fourth quarter, to get 120,000 issue paid in the fourth quarter, to issue pay 150,000 in the fourth quarter. This is my current calendar. Let's fix it. Help me, tell me, guide me. Number six, anticipate and mitigate obstacles. We're going to remove obstacles that are coming. So anticipate and mitigate. What would be the obstacles to me achieving this? What would be those obstacles? Anticipate, then mitigate. What am I going to do to make sure that that doesn't trip me up? I'll give you two big obstacles in the fourth quarter. Thanksgiving and Christmas. They're coming. It always surprises me. It always cracks me up. An agent's like, oh man, the holiday just kind of threw a wrench in my gears. It's like, it's been on the calendar. Don't let something that's on a calendar in the future trip you up. It's kind of like when I joke around about traffic, when agents are late to a meeting, like, traffic. It's like, don't let traffic beat you twice. Don't let traffic beat you. If traffic beats you twice, then it's that's it. Don't let traffic beat you twice, right? Don't let the holidays beat you twice, right? So we know that's coming up. What other stuff can we anticipate, right, as obstacles? Ooh, here's one. I'm gonna have a bad day on the phone. It's impossible to not have a bad day on the phone for an entire quarter. So how do I mitigate that? What will be my plan when that inevitable discouragement happens? The high achievers, they anticipate and mitigate obstacles. Low achievers are always getting caught. They're always getting caught off guard. Oh my God, I didn't even see. Oh, I wouldn't have thought it was coming. I wouldn't have thought it was coming. I'm telling you, high achievers anticipate and mitigate obstacles. That's why they take goals into action, into momentum. Low achievers take goals into non-action, to disappointment, or maybe temporary action, but then something discouraging happens and then they fall off, right? No, not you and me. Not you and me. You and me, we're going to take what we've got left in September. We're going to read the entire book, Goals by Brian Tracy. We're going to anticipate and mitigate the obstacles that will no doubt come. I already gave you two. They're already on the calendar, Thanksgiving and Christmas. That's a tough sale. God love you for working the phone Christmas morning. That's going to be a tough morning for you, right? So we already know it's there. How do we anticipate? So we mitigate it, right? That's why write more production, a larger chunk of your goal for the quarter in October. That's how we're mitigating. We're mitigating, all right? Number 7, track your progress. Track your progress. Make it visual. Hey, there's a reason fundraisers do the old fill up the thermometer, right? Or the fill up the mountain, right? There's a reason they do that, so that we know where we're at. Make it visual. Keep it in front of you. Keep it at home. And that way it's constantly speaking to you and speaking to your subconscious mind. That's going to help you get hunches on how to achieve it. It's going to absolutely help you get hunches. Next one, stay accountable. Stay accountable. Stay accountable. Make your goals public. Make your goals public. Advertise it to the world. And this is just one thing. Just know I'm going to ask you, if you're married or if you're in a relationship, did you tell your spouse or partner your goal? Did you spell it out specifically? I'm going to ask you that. Why? Because if no one knows your goal, it's useless. It has no power. Maybe there's people out there that don't need accountability. As for me, in my life, I have needed accountability to accomplish anything worth accomplishing. As for me, maybe there's someone out there that doesn't need accountability. But as for me and the other high achievers I know, we don't get anything done without accountability. Accountability is key to achievement. You can't get achievement without accountability. Next one, build habits. Focus on habit building more than skill building. I'm going to say it again. Focus on habit building more than skill building. I say that because sometimes we trick ourselves up. We're like, well, I just really need to study and get better. Focus on habit building more than skill building. Good habits, great habits, great skills will be a byproduct of great habits. It'll be a byproduct. It'll just happen. Focus on habit building more than skill building. And lastly, man, celebrate the little victories along the way. Celebrate the little victories along the way. Now, don't go crazy, right? Right? I did my first $10,000, so I'm taking the week off. No. Boom, shot myself in the foot. Don't do that. Celebrate the little victories along the way. Go get you the little 4-pack of champagne that you can get, the little bottles, and as you hit each increment, pop one open. or something else if that's not your jam, right? Just something small to celebrate, to commemorate, to more importantly, take the feeling and register the feeling. That's getting us into building momentum. Guys, I know for a fact that Goals by Brian Tracy has absolutely helped me achieve some of the most important achievements in my life. In fact, all of the most important achievements in my life I've achieved with the help of the information in that book. So we're going to read Skills by Brian Tracy before the month of September ends. We're going to practice these things. We're going to take our goals in the fourth quarter, we're going to turn them into action, and we're going to turn that into momentum. And then we are going to come into 2026 absolutely screaming on fire and make 2026 the best year in the history of your family. That's what I want for you guys. Let's get out. Let's get on these things. Text me, talk to me, tell me. I'm already on chapter 3 of the book. I'm already on chapter 4 of the book. I never thought about it like this. This is going to help me. Tell me that stuff, guys. Feed me. I want to be in this journey with you. Let's get out, guys. Let's get after it.